Hello everyone, it's Diane. I'm sitting here at my stamping and stenciling and art journaling table. I'm ready to show you how I organize all of my magazine images that I use for art journaling and collages. I have several collage books that I work out of, plus a little miniature one that I showed you in a previous video. And I use them when I do art journaling, which I haven't been doing very much of. But I have a lot. I've had many magazines that I've torn out of and cut out of over the years, and I've been doing a lot more recently. When I began watching Packer Dye's videos, I'm trying to think of her name now. Anyway, she does a lot of collage art journaling, and she had a video on how she stored her images, and she had videos on going through the magazines and what she saved out of them and everything. So my sister used to give me all of her magazines, plus I do like magazines myself, so I had a lot of magazines. I'm going to stop cutting out of magazines because wait till you see. It becomes overwhelming when you have this much stuff. But this is my file box, and I got this at Walmart, a wing lid file box. So you just flip the lid open, and it has all these hanging files inside. And I've got categories: accessories, animals, lettering, maps, watches and keys, all kinds of things in here. So when I need something, I have a category for indoors, so it's like interior images, and outdoors, and I like doors and windows, so doors and windows has its own folder. Cooking, flowers. So that's that. And then I have these drawer units, and this one, this top drawer, it says ladies, and it's like full pages that I tear out of fashion magazines mostly, and it just has ladies that I can use in art journaling. This one says backgrounds, and again it's mostly full, not always full sheets, but mostly full sheets of images that, I like that owl there. These would be good as backgrounds on my pages. And then this one has smaller images. It has both the figures and the backgrounds, and just small images that I can use in my smaller books. And then for the words, sometimes that gets pretty tedious. I tear things out and cut things out, and then they sit in a pile until I have time to sort them, which is one of the things that took me so long to get my room organized, sorting all of this magazine stuff. So that's why I think I have to put a hold on cutting more things out until I start using some of these. So this one says full phrases. I'm going to stand up again. So these are things I can just pull right out of here, and they are a full phrase that I could use in a journal, and I don't have to add anything to them. And I have two drawers of full phrases. This one says nouns, verbs, and then common words just has words like connecting words, it, and the, and also me, you, who, just little words like that, and I just go through them if I need to fill in a phrase. And then I have this box. See, under my table, this sits on top of this, and this goes down there too, this beautiful box. I think maybe some perfume, a perfume set or something came in it. And I have these envelopes sitting on top, but in here are partial phrases. So, or it's a whole phrase, but I'm not going to use it. This one says don't miss the next. So I would look for something to add to that. Is there a magician in the house? I probably wouldn't use that phrase, but I might take some of those words and use them in a phrase. Pain, regret, courage, you know, I could just take those words apart and use them separately. So that's what this is. Full phrases that I want to take words out of. And then in the envelopes, this is just numbers that I cut out of magazines. And this one is letters. It's a much fatter envelope, letters. And this one has some categories that I didn't have room for here. Adjectives and adverbs. These are quotes. So it's not just like an advertising phrase. These are actual quotes. Let me give you an example. If I can get one out. Well, here's a whole poem from Victoria magazine. And here's a quote that I got also out of Victoria magazine, but I think you get the idea. And then this one has passive verbs. They're not like action verbs, like there's a love, believe, things like that are in here. Because words like that are used often in art journaling, I think. Okay, so that takes care of my collage images. I'm only at 6 minutes, so maybe I'll move on to something else I can show you. I showed you that unit. And I think I showed you all of this already. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I know I have other organization things I need to show you, so I will do that in the next video. Thanks.